consider a change in the way that airports are classified under the Regional Airport System Plan. And the Council expressed some concern about it and directed the Flying Cloud Airport Advisory Commission to investigate the issue and provide a recommendation to you. The Commission did just that last Thursday night at its regular March meeting. Their recommendation to you is I think explained, summarized nicely in the attached resolution that's included as part of the item that was in goldenrod in front of you tonight. The motion as part of the cover letter is to approve that resolution and also then to direct staff to prepare a cover letter to the Metropolitan Council that explains our strong opposition from Eden Prairie to that proposal that's under some discussion at this point. And we would propose this to the Council tonight, and if you adopt it, we will transmit it immediately.
Thank you, Mr. Neal, and I appreciate the fact that staff and the Airports Commission gave this immediate and prompt response. We didn't have a lot of time to put this together, and I know that took a lot of time and effort, and we do appreciate that. I think my view of the resolution is I think it accomplishes what we had talked about a couple of weeks ago. I'm okay with it. The idea behind it is that I don't think that the definition of minor reliever should be changed at all, and I don't think it should be changed to include airports up to 6,000 feet. I don't think it should be changed to include airports up to 5,100 feet. I mean, it has a current legislative cap, which I think should stay exactly where it is. And I think this resolution accomplishes that. Other comments, Councilmember Nelson?
Yes, and I would hope that when we're strongly opposing the proposal that we very specifically state that we do not want any implication that under any circumstances should our airport ever have runways over 5,000 feet. Make sure they understand, all the reasons why we in fact are opposed to this possible new classification. I think that's, some explanation is important, and certainly is reflected in the comments I've heard from residents.
Councilmember Case.
Just one comment. The second paragraph detailing what the Flying Cloud Airport Commission thought on this subject mentions that Minnesota law prohibits MAC from expanding or upgrading. It goes on without approval in the law, and I just want to add to that our own 2002 agreement with MAC prohibits MAC from proposing or advocating an expansion as well. So I just want to throw that in to make sure people understood that.
Council, any further comments?
Would it be appropriate to read the resolution so that people understand?
No, rather lengthy.
Yeah.
It's your prerogative, Councilman Morale. It is always your prerogative, by all means.
I think we should read it just so people at home can hear what it states. It won't take too long. I'll just read the whereas part of it. Whereas the Metropolitan Council has established a Twin Cities Regional Airport System plan identifying the classification of each airport within the system, among other things, and whereas the classifications for the Metropolitan Airports Commission system of airports include major, intermediate, and minor use airports, and whereas the Metropolitan Council classification for minor use airports include Anoka County, Blaine, Flying Cloud, Air Lake, Crystal, Lake Elmo, and South St. Paul with a primary runway length between 2,500 and 5,000 feet. And whereas the Metropolitan Council classification for intermediate use airports include St. Paul Holman with a primary runway length between 5,001 and 8,000 feet. And whereas Minnesota statutes state that the MAC shall not use revenue from any source for construction of air facilities to expand or upgrade the use of an existing metropolitan airport from minor use to intermediate use status without approval in law, the law defines minor use airport as an airport with a runway or runways of length